Hey everyone, Principal Hennig. I'd like to welcome you back to another Skyline Student Spotlight. Today we have Vinnie Gian here, who is going to share a little bit about her life at Skyline. And Vinnie, thank you for being here. You are our Student Spotlight episode number 7. So congratulations on being nominated by a staff member to share a little bit about yourself and the great things you're doing here at Skyline and outside of Skyline. So why don't you, Vinnie, go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about you.
Okay, well, I'm 16. I was originally born in Armenia, and then when I was 4, I moved here to Washington State. And then I moved around a lot in Washington State. I even lived 2 years in New Jersey, which was a really great experience. And then I came back here. It was kind of crazy. I was moving around a lot, so I had to constantly, say goodbye to my friends. But I think I've been here the longest. I've been here almost 4 years, so it's been great. And I like to paint. That's one of my hobbies. I've currently been working on trying to paint portraits, which has been difficult, but I'm making progress. And yeah, my grades are good. I'm doing, I'm studying. Everything's great.
That's awesome. Well, you've seen the world a little bit more than me, but we are for 4 years you've been here, and we're glad that you found a home here at Skyline. So that's great. And the last 9 months with COVID and the pandemic have been tough on all of us. And anything that you've learned kind of about yourself? You talked about getting a little bit more into painting and doing the portraits. Anything else you've learned kind of about yourself through this pandemic experience?
Well, I've learned a little bit about mental fortitude because, it's difficult to go on that many months without, seeing anybody else except your family and, just having to communicate virtually with my friends. So I've learned a little bit about, taking care of myself and, focusing on myself and trying to cope with what's going on. So yeah, I've done some exercise. I've tried to read more. I've tried like focusing on myself more during this time. Yeah.
Well, that's great. And I know you and I were chatting before we recorded this interview, and we're approaching the end of semester 1 in this school year. And you actually commented that it's actually gone by pretty quick, you said. So I think a lot of that has to do with a lot of the self-care things that you talk about, exercising, reading. So I'm glad that it's gone by somewhat quick for you first semester. So that's great. Hey, we talk about graduating to something. I know being a 10th grader, there's a lot of time left in high school, and you don't have to be locked in for what life looks like after high school. And there's a lot of change that could take place in the next couple of years. But what are you thinking life after Skyline is going to look like for you?
Well, I'm definitely planning on going to a 4-year college or university. I'm thinking more on the East Coast because I don't know. I like New Jersey when I was there. Uh, about what I'm gonna study, I'm torn between 2 fields right now. I'm kind of I need to take more classes to figure out what I want to do. But I'm thinking either somewhere in IT or medicine. Yeah, I'm gonna take sports medicine and see if I like it. Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Sports Med is an awesome class we offer here at Skyline. We have a lot of kids interested in it, so I think that's a great way to get some experience in that field and see if you do like it. So we also have a lot of other classes with that IT kind of title and getting to know computers and how those work. So a lot of classes that are still available for you to take as electives here, obviously at Skyline. And as a sophomore, somewhat new to Skyline, what are some words of advice you would give maybe an incoming freshman next year coming to Skyline? What are some things you might say to a new ninth grader at Skyline?
Well, I feel like as freshmen, they get really intimidated by all the classes and, all the work and all the new expectations. But my advice is to have faith in yourself, because doesn't matter how much you study, like if you don't believe that you can do it, if you keep saying to yourself, oh, like I'm bad at math, I'm bad at this, I'm bad at chemistry, your your mental state is not going to like allow you to succeed, so I some of my friends have this problem. I keep telling them, like, you can come to me for help if you want, but they're like, oh, it'll never work, like I'm never going to be good at it. So yeah, just have faith in yourself, you can do it.
You know what? I think that's great. And one thing that I try to tell people when they say that I can't do that, and adding the word yet after those comments, I think is a great kind of growth mindset. And I love what you just said there about having that positive thought process that I can do it. And if you can't do it, adding that word yet, I can't do it yet, I think is a great way to kind of switch to positive thinking. So Vinny, awesome job. I really appreciate everything you're doing here at Skyline. Keep working hard. And I hope that second semester this year, even though we're still in remote teaching and learning for the time being, I hope second semester goes as quick as it did for you in first semester. So thanks for being here. Have a great day, okay?
Okay, thank you for inviting me.
Yep, we'll talk to you soon.